So I never thought when I started making and uploading YouTube videos about LUMIX cameras, I never thought that it would have this impact on my video business. So I started my production company back in 2012, and I kind of just started taking video projects as they would come, like weddings. I did some, cheap music videos. I did some political commercials, that type of thing. But my YouTube channel, if you actually look back at the date where I started it, it was back in like 2011. I really wish I would have started uploading videos back then. Regrets. Then I eventually got a LUMIX GH4 and, put that into my video workflow. Then the GH5 came out and I had to get that camera. I started using the GH5 on productions and the clients actually were loving the look that it gave. Then it wasn't until around, like the pandemic time that I started uploading regularly to YouTube. And, I tried a few different things, but the videos that stuck were like LUMIX GH5 settings and review style videos, which if you're new here, I have a ton of content on this channel about LUMIX cameras and now running a business with LUMIX cameras. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. At the time of shooting this video, it's kind of like New Year-ish, a little bit. And I've just been doing some, like reflecting. And I was just thinking about the impact that making LUMIX YouTube videos has had on my actual video business. So I got nine things that, because I started making YouTube videos about LUMIX cameras, have actually helped my video business grow. And that's not just financial growth, but actually helped me grow as a better business owner and just helped me grow my production quality. Let me know down in the comments and we can get a conversation started. Do you own a video business, or are you making, social media videos for anybody? What are some things in your video business that you do that helps you grow? So the first impact that making LUMIX YouTube videos has had on my video business is that I just keep growing and keep building this skill capital. And what I mean by skill capital is that all the time I am gaining skills in using these cameras. And because I'm making YouTube videos on a regular basis, at least one video a week, I'm constantly using the actual camera itself, the settings, like using different settings for a video like this, using different settings for live streams. And with each use of using these cameras for my own YouTube videos, that skill capital keeps growing. And that goes a long way when you actually go on set with one of these cameras. You're in all these different situations, making YouTube videos like this, that you kind of know what to expect when it comes to these settings on these cameras. So you take these different skills that you develop with, constantly being in these cameras, you can take that to your clients. You understand how these cameras work, and it's so much easier when you go on set and you're not like renting cameras and using all different types of cameras, but constantly building that skill capital in these camera settings, and you just know how these cameras work. So just building that skill capital and being a craftsman with these cameras has improved my video business. The second impact making LUMIX YouTube videos has had on my video business is it's really like running another business. So instead of just one business, you actually have two that you are trying to build. And again, that goes back to building that skill capital, but from a business perspective instead of a camera perspective. So making YouTube videos, you learn a lot about like the packaging of your product, right? So like thumbnails, titles, all of those things that when it comes to actually packaging your product, making YouTube videos has taught me a lot about those different aspects. And so then when I go back to my clients, I can better package how I'm putting these products together for them. So when it comes down to it, making YouTube videos and having a YouTube channel is actually kind of like running another business. Third impact that making YouTube videos has had on my video business is that when things are slow, I'm still working. So in the freelance world of video production, you might have some slow months, but again, you're building that skill capital by structuring your own videos, making these YouTube videos that go out on a regular basis, and you're constantly thinking, processing, structuring videos in the cameras, and that is all helping your video business. Because when you go back to help your clients, you have this knowledge of how these videos are working, how they're flowing, and you can take that knowledge back to your clients and help them make better videos. So when things are slow in your video business, you can still be working by making your YouTube videos and getting better. I need some water. So the next thing that I feel like making YouTube videos, the impact that it's had on my video business is that in a lot of ways, I've actually kind of discovered what I actually love doing. Yes, I love putting together videos for people, but really when it comes down to it, I feel like just teaching is kind of something that I love doing. And so that's carried over into other different parts of my video business. And I think I'm going to actually make a video just about this. What I actually really love doing about some of this stuff is like teaching people how to use these cameras, which has carried over to my video business of teaching people about the power of online video and how just not having like one standalone video it's not necessarily the best thing, but having like consistency in your video content and just kind of taking on that role of like being a video educator to my clients. And what I've noticed since I've kind of taken on that role, and like I said, I'm going to make a whole video about this, but that's actually increased my sales. So by making my own YouTube videos about LUMIX cameras, I've actually discovered that like, I don't know if I'm like a teacher at heart or something, but I love that education piece, which makes sense because both my parents were educators, but just teaching other people the settings on the cameras, right? The GH5 settings, but sitting down and actually like talking through the settings and features of these cameras, I actually really like it. And so by making my own YouTube videos, that has helped my video business because I take that joy and how much fun it is in teaching people. I educate them now on the power of online video. 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth impact that making YouTube videos has had on my video business is just seeing the importance of community. It's actually been a lot of fun because, people even just in my community have looked me up and been like, hey, I saw your YouTube videos, and then we like start hanging out and now we're friends. But not only that, but seeing the bigger community, like the global community of kind of coming together around these cameras. Like YouTube is so community driven. And so making YouTube videos and providing value to a community, in my case, it'd be the LUMIX community. I can really take that and apply it to my clients' videos and help them really discover like who they're making their videos for. So in turn, that actually helps them get like better results, right? So they're more likely to come back for repeat business. They like what you're doing. And overall, this just has like a positive impact on your video business. Which leads me to my next point, which is collaborating with, other creators from around the world makes me a better video creator. And it makes me a better video business owner as well because I see what other people are doing, how they're having success, and then I can take those things and apply it to my clients. Also, it's just like a pure inspiration thing as well, right? To be a better business owner or to be a better videographer or cinematographer, we want to surround ourselves with people that are better than us, right? So collaborating with other video creators that are fantastic and super talented, that's going to make you a better video creator yourself. That alone has had a huge impact on my video business because those skills that I'm learning, I can take back and apply to my clients. Which leads me to my next point, because making my own YouTube videos allows me to kind of experiment a little bit with different things to incorporate into my client videos. So I can try different things in my YouTube videos that I would be hesitant to like experiment with on client videos unless that client is definitely open to some of those different types of things. But again, it goes back to that skill capital, right? So you're like constantly trying new things, you're trying new techniques, different camera movements, all of those things you can try in your YouTube videos. And then eventually, as you kind of master them, then you can start incorporating those into your client videos. So making my own YouTube videos has definitely helped my video business because I can experiment more on some of those things that later on I can master and incorporate into my client videos. As I was kind of reflecting on some of these different topics, like this next one was actually kind of intriguing because, well, here it is. People are interested in working with someone who has built an audience. And from what I've experienced in the last few years, like people are intrigued with the YouTube platform, right? And other people are interested in working with those who have tried it, who are currently growing an audience themselves. And so as I kind of become that video educator and kind of take on that role, they are very interested in the fact that I have a YouTube channel that is growing. So having my own YouTube channel and making my own YouTube videos has actually benefited my video business, just because people are interested in working with someone who has built an audience. So thank you so much for watching. All right, the ninth reason why making my own YouTube videos has had this impact, like really a positive impact on my video business, is that it kind of goes with this last one, but it's a little bit different. Like, small business owners like the thought of having a YouTube presence. Yes, they're interested in working with someone who has built an audience, but they themselves like the thought of having a YouTube presence, especially if you're able to work with, like some realtors or some people in finance or fitness. Like, they really like the thought of having their own YouTube presence. So all of this skill capital that you've built up, using the cameras, treating YouTube like a second business, all of these things has kind of built up this momentum to where now you can help them build their YouTube presence. And I've had several business owners, different sizes, some small, some a lot bigger, some global, but they are working on their own YouTube presence, which has allowed me to kind of almost take on like a consultant role. And that goes back to that video education. So now what I do is I actually host some free YouTube workshops, and it's primarily for some local businesses and things like that. But I mean, if you want to sign up, you definitely can. The link is down in the description. Just free workshops to where I just go through some things that I've learned throughout, uploading to YouTube. And I truly believe that the YouTube platform can help people grow their business, or maybe their brand, or if they want to grow their influence or whatever, like the YouTube platform can definitely help them do that. So at this point in my video business, not only is it production, but now it's taken on a little bit more of like a consulting role as well. And I never really had that element to my video business until I started making YouTube videos. So when it's all said and done, I'm very grateful for you watching my videos and hitting that subscribe button. And I really feel like if you are not making YouTube videos and kind of experimenting on the YouTube platform, I really encourage you to give it a shot. Well, this was definitely a talking head, right? Let me know down in the comments what you think about all of this. I'd love to get a conversation started down there. Now, I shot this whole video on the LUMIX S5 IIX. And if you want to know how I set up the S5 IIX for video, for cinematic shooting, make sure you check out this video that's popping up on your screen right here. I go through all my settings. And if you just got an S5 IIX, or if you're struggling with setting it up a little bit, I've got everything in that video. You can copy those and put it on your S5 IIX, and you'll be good to go for shooting video.